Strand 4, Standard 1, Publication Distribution. Yeah, so we get into a little bit of the business of audio now, where we didn't really very much in the old radio broadcast classes. It says become familiar with various publishers and distributors. YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, iTunes, FM radio, AM radio, Vimeo, Spotify, Buzzsprout, Podbean, Audible. Just go through some of these really quickly. The brand name services above are examples of publishers and distributors. In case you want to know how to spell that, I already cheated by putting it in there. Let's see. SoundCloud is free to use, but they also have some pay services. YouTube, interestingly enough, once you are a popular artist, if you're dealing with music in a popular sense, or I guess any audio really, YouTube actually ends up paying you more than, say, Spotify. You get like 10 cents per view, or you can, with AdSense. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a ton of stuff you can talk about when it comes to online distribution and publishing. But just a little bit of these things. iTunes, of course, is where a lot of people go. These right here are Buzzsprout and Podbean are some of the most common for podcasting. And again, there's probably 10 popular sources for podcasting. Overall, Apple iTunes may be the most general marketplace for a lot of online media. Amazon is coming on strong now. What is Audible? Anyone know what Audible is? Audible is, of course, your... actually, it was Mark Cuban that started Audible. I might have already told you that story. But for audiobooks, it's the Amazon arm of audiobooks. All right, Standard 2, pre-production and planning. Writing the script is one of the first steps in pre-production. It's pretty easy and pretty obvious, and it all depends on what you're doing. If it was music, you might say writing the composition. But there is usually some document that starts everything. Number 3, writing for a program that reports the facts. That's news writing. So if you're reporting facts, it's news. This next one says writing for a program that shares a personal point of view. That's opinion. Opinion writing. I like to kind of talk about this a little bit because I like to diss on our news channels. There was a time when you would actually watch the nightly news and you would get news. But now if you turn on the TV at night and you watch Fox or MSNBC or CNN, you're getting opinions rather than news. They bring on a panel of people to discuss with their opinions what is going on politically. That's like 80% of it now. So you don't get news on those, quote, news channels very much. And that's the same with radio. Talk radio is a lot of opinion now. And that's okay, but it's just not news. Writing an advertisement. And, oh, by the way, I should say it is opinions pretending to be news, which is what bothers me. Okay. Writing an advertisement is commercial writing. C-O-M-M-E-R-C-I-A-L. Commercial writing. I've done a lot of commercials. I think they're kind of fun to do, but some people don't like having to try to create something that can then be made into a commercial. If you're good at it, you can just be a commercial copywriter for radio, or radio and TV, or radio, TV, and print. And that can be your full-time business at an ad agency. Number 6, when a commercial asks you to make a purchase, that is called a call to action. So let's actually walk through these just a little bit. Let's do the commercial first, though, because that's what we're on. So I am saying that we're selling Valentine's roses, we will say, right? These roses are wonderful. They're fragrant. You put some sound effects. Listen to what your girlfriend says when she gets the Valentine roses. And then you cut to a girl voice actor. Ah, those are beautiful and they smell so pretty. Thank you. I love you so much. Maybe you have a sound effect of a kiss, right? So that's all, presenting the value and the benefit of buying roses. You might even say long stem roses are only 12, well, they're bringing more than that. A dozen long stem roses are only $40. Let's make up a name of a store. at the Valentine shop. That's pretty easy, right? Okay, but the call to action is when you tell them to make the purchase. Come by today and you can get a dozen roses for only $12. That's $1 a rose. But you have to come by today before 5 p.m. and say that you heard it on the radio, on this radio station, KALA. That's already been taken, by the way. So that's a call to action, telling people to take action and do something. Go online now, sign up for Geico, and get 15% or less off your car insurance, or whatever it is, right? But if there's a call to action, it's usually associated with a deadline too, and usually associated with a price. So that's commercial writing. Opinion writing can be literally, they call it an op-ed. It can literally be, okay, I'm doing an editorial. This is my opinion. My opinion is that Mr. Walker is a pretty good teacher, but he really needs to have a little more flair when he's talking on the camera. A little more hand gesturing, a little more highs and lows, but he is a pretty good teacher. He only sort of puts me to sleep. Well, that's your opinion, and you're welcome to it, but I don't want to hear it from you. If I want your opinion, I'll give it to you. Or news writing is, like I say, literally the facts. So today at ALA, there is a fire, and students are jumping out of the second-story window of Mr. Walker's class. And I'm here on the scene reporting it to you because I'm not on video. And look, there's Mr. Walker. He's jumping out too. I hope he got all the students out first. I hope he wasn't selfish. Oh no, there's some poor little girl jumping out with her hair on fire. Mr. Walker, you should have tried to save her life first. Why do I pick on myself so much? Anyway, if you're reporting the facts as you see them, or the facts as they come across, like we just talked political, it's campaign night, and you're reporting the facts, and the Utah 3rd Congressional District is in, and Mr. Walker has lost to Miss Smith, I call her Frau Schmidt, by 53 votes to 43. And that's the facts, right? So those are facts that are reported. Don't ever confuse facts with opinion. That's about it for that section. Fill those babies out and know what you're going to do.